Hello, welcome to the news on Lagos Television. I am Bababumi Agbibi. Members of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SANU, and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Associated Institutions, NASU, have commenced an indefinite nationwide strike within campuses of public universities to demand the immediate release of their 4 months without salaries. In a statement co-signed by SANU President Mohammed Ibrahim and NASU General Secretary Peters Adeyemi, the two unions said it is appalling that despite several ultimatums issued to the government, no positive results has come from the government. The two unions directed their members in all public universities and inter-university centers throughout the country to hold a joint congress in their respective campuses on Monday, October 28, 2024, and proceed on an indefinite, comprehensive, and total strike action, as no concession should be given in any guise. On September 17, 2023, the Joint Action Committee of SANU and NASU handed the federal government a 3-week ultimatum to pay the outstanding without salaries of their members or risk an industrial action. Recall that the two unions had staged several protests and warning strikes to demand their 8 months without salaries by the federal government. The Nigerian Labour Congress has criticized the International Monetary Fund, IMF, for its denial of responsibility regarding the Nigerian government's recent removal of subsidy on petrol. The Congress describes the denial as cynical and emblematic of the IMF and World Bank's long-standing pattern of imposing harsh economic policies on developing nations. In a statement, NLC National President Joe Ajaero criticized the IMF for presenting its harmful recommendations as growth strategies, which have led to increased socioeconomic hardship and stagnation in Nigeria and other nations that have followed their misguided advice. It added that in Nigeria, subsidy removal and rising prices have made essential goods unaffordable, while government social safety nets remain inadequate. Also, NLC emphasized the need for Nigeria and other developing countries to reclaim their economic sovereignty, resisting externally imposed policies that fail to consider local context and the needs of the masses. Recall that during a press conference at the IMF and World Bank annual meetings in Washington, D.C., Abebe Selassie, the IMF's African Region Director, characterized the Nigerian government's decision to remove the fuel subsidy as a domestic issue. The Lagos State Commissioner for Tertiary Education, Tolani Sule, says the State Executive Council has approved the upgrade of Lagos State University College of Medicine, LASUCOM, to a specialized medical university to be named University of Medicine and Health Sciences. The Commissioner will disclose this at a stakeholders meeting by the Ministry of Tertiary Education and Ministry of Health, added that the draft law to establish the university has also been approved for submission to the Lagos State House of Assembly. On his part, Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, said a large expanse of land is available at Ekpe to serve as the main campus of the university for the administrative buildings and the basic medical science programs, while the clinical training will be at LASUTH and other designated clinical training facilities across the Ibile administrative divisions. He explained further that the innovative plan will allow the new university to utilize the clinical personnel and infrastructure of other well-equipped general hospitals and even some private hospitals and laboratories in Lagos for training of a much larger number of medical doctors and other health professionals. The Lagos State government has disbursed 740 million naira in accrued pension rights to another batch of 348 retirees at the 107th batch retirement bond certificate presentation. Director General Lagos State Pension Commission, LASPEC, Babalola Ubilano, confirmed the payment during the presentation ceremony, noting that the payment covers the retirees' past service entitlements before the contributory pension scheme was introduced in 2007. The Director General praised Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for prioritizing welfare of retirees and emphasized the state government's dedication to support and ensuring financial security for Lagos State retirees. Obilano highlighted the state's progress in enhancing transparency, efficiency, and sustainability within the pension system, acknowledging the implementation of the CPS to ensure fair distribution of benefits, provide all workers with reliable pensions at retirement.
Now, as people retire, they're getting their monies. Once they do what they're supposed to do and get approvals, we're paying them immediately. We had one ceremony last month, we've had another one this month. So we'll still definitely do another one before the year runs out.
Beneficiaries commended the Lagos State government, thanking Governor Sanwo-Olu for his prompt response in meeting pension obligations.
We say a big thank you to LASPEC and Lagos State government as well, and our governor. We really appreciate what our governor is doing, and we thank God for the work LASPEC is doing. They have really worked very hard to see that we collect these bonds today.
Well, I thank Lagos State government. They have done the right thing at the right time. And I believe as we take my bond, within 1 week I will get my money to use to manage myself, everything I want to do. I thank Lagos State very well.
LASPEC has continued to introduce and organize sensitization programs to educate employees and those nearing retirement about pension and the required documents for processing their retirement benefits. The leader of the Senate, Senator Okpeyemi Bamidele, has emphasized the importance of local government autonomy to the development of the country. Delivering a paper on local government administration, challenges and perspectives, Senator Bamidele says local government autonomy will enhance accountability and improve service delivery to people at the grassroots. Ikorodu Bureau Chief Adeshegun Igop reports.
The leader of the 10th Senate, distinguished Senator Okpeyemi Bamidele, and other stakeholders, including community leaders, have called for the enthronement of a truly autonomous, effective, and people-oriented local government system in the country, following the Supreme Court's verdict. Senator Okpeyemi is emphatic that an efficient local government administration will foster greater accountability and good governance at the grassroots.
For any responsive and dependable political system, the development of the rural areas and local communities must be its major concern. Development will be insignificant in such a political system if the government does not positively affect the lives of the people of the grassroots, or if development eludes the grassroots dwellers.
In a paper titled Local Government Administration in Nigeria, Challenges, Perspectives and the Way Forward, the local government administration, which would have been most impactful on the people, had failed to live to its constitutional role.
State governments often resist efforts to grant local government greater autonomy, fearing a loss of control over resources and power. These political dynamics create barriers to meaningful reform and sustain the status quo. It is called the legal and constitutional bodies that are working against local government autonomy as contained in our Constitution and exercise of the National Assembly to further make laws that will guarantee the autonomy of our local governments.
They attribute political and electoral challenges as major effects and complexities of local government administration.
On the democratic issues for the local government administration in Nigeria, and also an attempt to x-ray the challenges of local government administration with the hope of providing enduring solutions in the way of the recent judicial pronouncement on local government autonomy, and I'm sure this will occur at a better time. So there is certainly no doubt that this public lecture serves as a fitting tribute to Comrade Odesanya.
Is an issue in the National Assembly, and then our distinguished senator has put more light into it. We are going to study the pamphlet and what we have asked for, and he is a good listener. He's going to answer us, and we know we are going to get a good result.
The lecture is in recognition of the contribution of a former president of National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, Comrade Japhet Odesanya's 50th anniversary. Adeshegun Igop, LTV News.
That's all for now. For more news, do connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms. A quick reminder to call Lagos toll-free lines 767 or 112 in case of emergencies. Many thanks for watching. I am Bababumi Agbibi. Join us again at 2.